Just quick two things I want to mention. Number one, please, if you have children or you bring your young one to the masjid, that's not enough just to bring them to the masjid, let them go wild. Especially in Ramadan, like at night, people stay late. So when kids usually stay late, become so hyper. Exactly. You just prove my point. You know, they get hyper, they say crazy stuff, you know, they act, they behave in a weird way. That's expected. So, especially in the time of suhoor, you know, I say like we socialize and the kids like really can't be putting themselves in danger. So make sure that please talk to them, watch them, supervise them. That's one. Two, we've been noticing, and this goes to both father and mother. Number two, we've been noticing also some young kids making i'tikaf in the masjid by themselves. I don't think it's i'tikaf. You know, I even told the brother yesterday, if you find any kid less than like 15 years old or less than 13 years old, by himself or herself in the masjid, call the parents. If they don't come pick them up, call the police. That's a liability. You can't just leave 10 years old in the masjid. And I'm telling you, I will call the police. If I call the parents and they don't come to pick up the kids, I will be the one who make that phone call. Because I'm not going to take that responsibility. That's not right. Either you come stay with them or just take them home. But to just leave a 10 years old girl or boy in the masjid and you just go sleep at home, that's unacceptable. So these are the two things that I just want to mention. The next, the point that I want to, the khatara that I have is very quick. One of the beautiful things that you should pay attention to it in the Quran, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned His names. Wow. And usually Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pair names together. And He will put two names together. And when He put two names together, I want you always to think about what's the relationship. I will pick two examples. One, we said, okay, can you hear me right now? Well, what that means?
Yes.
I guess yes. Okay. So, sisters, can you hear me right now? Yes. Okay. Thank you. We have a tough sisters. Nice. Look at Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's names. He paired names together. So one of the names that we just mentioned, couple of names that we mentioned, Al-Aziz Al-Hakim. They always come together. Al-Aziz Al-Hakim. Al-Aziz, يعني ذو العزة, يعني ذو القوة. The one who has strength, the most strong one, the strongest one. And Al-Hakim. Al-Hakim has two meanings. إما أن تكون صيغة مبالغة من الحاكم أو تكون صيغة مبالغة من الحكمة. الله. وكلا المعنيين صحيح. بل كما قال ابن القيم يعطي معنى ثالثا فهو حاكم بحكمة. الله. It's Hakim. Either it is originally comes from the word hakim, which means ruler, ruling. So he ruled with strength. Because the worst kind of rulers, the weak rulers. And we all seen what weak rulers do and what happened to them. If you're a weak ruler, you're not a great ruler. You have to have the strength to be able to rule. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has the ultimate strength. That's why He's the ultimate ruler. Allah. But also Hakim, it doesn't mean only ruler. It could also come from the root of hikmah, wisdom. Because power with no wisdom can be destructive. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always put these together. Also, ruling without wisdom, that's another problem. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Al-Hakim, the one who ruled with the strength and wisdom. So how beautiful putting the two names together. أيضا, the second example I share, هناك اسمين دائما يأتون سويا. Two names come always together. Al-Ghafur, Al-Rahim. Always comes together. What would be the point? Al-Ghafur, المغفرة لها أسباب والرحمة لا أسباب لها. Allah's forgiveness happened because of reasons. You do certain things, then you receive the forgiveness. You make wudu, you pray 2 rak'ahs, Allah forgive your sins. You say, oh Allah forgive me, Allah forgive. So forgiving, it will be as a return of something you do. What? For example, your sickness is a purification that lead to that your sin will be forgiven. The punishment, it's another way of forgiving your sin either. Yani purify the trials, the calamity, all this purify you. But the mercy, for no reason. Yani Allah let it go for no reason. Just because He by nature wanted to go. So when He said Al-Ghafur Ar-Rahim, the most forgiving, the most merciful, يعني when you do the thing that cause forgiveness, you will receive. If you fail to meet these things or conditions or to do the things that because of it Allah will forgive you, you still have a chance to survive based on His mercy. Rahmah. So that shows you the ultimate forgiving. And when He said Al-Ghafur, to encourage you to do things for it, you will receive Allah's forgiveness. Ar-Rahmah, that's by His nature, He's a mercy. So even if you fail to meet all the conditions, you still have a chance to survive based on His mercy. So that's a great meaning. جعل الرحمة والمغفرة معا. And inshallah, several times, if you always look at this, just try to think about always when you see two names paired together, see what is the connection between them. القوي المتين مثلا. Think about so many. اللطيف الخبير. That's something you should always pay attention. What will be the connection between the two names? السميع البصير. Why they always come together and so on. And this is part of تدبر كتاب الله سبحانه وتعالى والتأمل فيه. جعلنا الله إياكم من المتأملين له والمعتبرين بعبره. صلى الله على محمد. Today, inshallah, after Salat al-Asr, I have my class in الأربعين نووية. Today after Salat al-Asr, inshallah.